Vapor Geek Boy here, and this time I'm going to be talking about the Sigeli Tmax. Now, if you're familiar with Sigeli S-Max, Sigeli Z-Max, you're not going to find all that much different in the Tmax than you would the others. It is a regulated device, variable voltage, variable wattage. It'll give you your own readings, your battery voltage. Same thing the other Z-Max, S-Maxes, the other maxes, the other regulated maxes that are out there. The same exact thing that's going to give you. It is a single button system. When you open the box, all you're going to get is the unit right here. Now, I got this one from Sigeli Tmax. Runs approximately about $70. Maybe I'll put their link below the video so you can check out their website and see the cost. But that's it. This is the Sigeli Tmax. Again, single button menu system, just like all the other Maxes. Now, again, you're not going to find too much different, obviously, other than this being a box mod as opposed to a tube mod or telescoping mod. There are some interesting things about this, though, over the others. First of all, this does have ego threading and a very deep juice well. You can see that there. There's Tmax right up top. The very deep juice well does have ego threading, so you can use your ego threaded devices. However, your Kanger ego threaded devices, the one with the knurled bottoms and such, like, let's get this one in here. It'll fit most ego skirted devices, but however, your Kangers, like this one for instance, which have the knurled bottom, just doesn't seem to have enough space. So you won't be able to use, unfortunately, anything like these ego threaded Kangers. Ego threaded or ego skirted devices shouldn't have any problem though. Also interesting of note, you got your venting down at the bottom. Now if you look, I've got two caps on the bottom of this one. One of these caps has the battery spring, as you can see here. One of these caps has the battery spring. The other one has just a simple little foam pad. See right there. Now, this the reason for this is this will actually take two different size batteries. It'll take in one slot, you can see the deeper one. If I can get my camera going right. This will take an 18650 battery, and in the other side, it'll hold an 18350 battery. Now, the reason why it takes both batteries, it doesn't run both at the same time. But say, for example, I'm going to go ahead and put an 18650 battery in here. If your battery runs out, you can take these battery caps, and if you got an 18350 already in the other slot, you can just switch them over. So if you got a dead 18650 battery, you switch the battery cap, you run off your 18350 battery, and you still have some extended life and the ability to use the mod until you can get your 18650 charged up, or vice versa. So that's kind of neat, being able to have like extra battery on the side just in case the main battery goes dead. I like to use 18650 batteries, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this cover back on for the 18350 side. Unfortunately, I don't have those, so I'll have to pick some up for myself. I'll go ahead, my Panasonic CGR 18650CH. These are my favorite batteries. I'll go ahead and put that in. Now, like I said before, if you're familiar with Sigeli, once you get the battery in, it'll flash its name, Sigeli, showing that the battery's in. However, every time you take the battery out, or swap the batteries, or change the cover for that matter, you are going to have to power the unit back on. Just like the other Sigelis, 5 button presses, and I'll turn it on. you can see that system on. I don't know if it's easy to read or not. It tells me the unit is now on. Now, like the other Sigelis again, like your Zmax, your Smax, you have variable voltage, variable wattage. Excuse me. Variable voltage, variable wattage, ability to read your ohms, or resistance. You can check your battery voltage. Same thing as the other ones. It's just a different format. Again, single button menu system. So just like the other Sigelis, you do have a little bit of weight depending on what part of the menu you go through. Now it's the 3 button presses to get into the menu. I don't know if you can read any of that, but 3 button presses to get into the menu, and then you continue to press the button to cycle through the menu. You do have RMS modes as well as an average mode. In my opinion, I would stick with RMS, but that's how that works. Once you pick where you want your menu, you let it sit for a second, and then you can change your parameters that way. And then you have to wait a second. Once that disappears, your parameters are set. Again, I'm not going to go into too much depth on this one because if you're familiar with Sigeli, then if you know how to use a Sigeli Zmax, Sigeli Smax, Sigeli Telescope, you know how to use this. That's pretty much it. Now I have mine set to 8.5 watts, and I've got a Pro Tank over here, nice and full. Show you how this vapes. There you go. There's going to be a little gap on the top. The connectors are raised just ever so slightly so that way you get your airflow. So it's not going to sit flush on there. See how this goes. And working like I expect it to work. Just like any of the other, again, Sigelis out there. No update on their, I guess you could say their operating system, as far as I know, uses the same stuff. The nice thing I like about this, though, is, to be quite honest, I've got a very large collection. Well, not a very large collection, but most everything I have is, I guess you could say, tube-shaped. I mean, I've got my K100, I have the KTS, the Empire, all tubes. Excuse me. A bit of allergies here. I'm in all tubes, so this was a nice little change from having all tube mods. It is weighty. Not sure what exactly this is entirely made of. I didn't really look into it. I just get these, I use them, and I see how I like them. But it seems very solid, weighs quite a bit, and as you can see, get a pretty good grip on there. Now, as far as minor, very minor things that I'm not particularly fond of, the button, as you can see, is slightly offset to the side. So, I don't have the biggest hands in the world, so I'll find myself using it most likely like this, so I can hit it with my thumb. If I have it the other way, I can hit it with the flat of my finger, I suppose. It still works that way. Or just curl my finger over. I need to see the screen for any reason. Personally, I think they would have benefited better if they had the button on the edge, or maybe even at the top. They have more than enough room up there, so I would have preferred to see something like that, or something along the edge. It's a minor thing for me, but still works pretty well. Working pretty good at 8.5 watts. Again, solidly built. The only rattling that I hear, again, I don't hear any rattling from the battery compartments. It's just going to be from that button. Just a little play on there, rattles a bit. Not any different from the other Sigelis that I've seen in terms of how their button works. So again, it's going to be pretty much the same thing, aside from different form factor and the fact that it'll hold a backup battery. All in all, for the short time that I've had a chance to play around with it and use it, I mean, I like it. They do come in different colors. This one, obviously blue. They had black. I'm not sure what others. I thought I saw a red one somewhere. So you will have a choice of colors. I'm not. I mean, as far as regulated systems go, it's not a bad device. If you like the Sigelis, if you're looking for something just different, this might be something to take a look at. If you want to go away from something like a tube mod, it's not. It doesn't really give you much more than what the other Sigelis can offer. I put it pretty much at the same level, only just, like I said, the difference being a box and the fact that it will hold a backup battery for your use if your main battery dies out. I'm happy with it. I'm not going to say it's like a game changer or anything like that, but it works. I've got a regulated mod with variable volts, variable watts. I can check my ohms. I can check my battery resistance. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it works, and I'm enjoying it so far. So that's the Sigeli Tmax. Again, I got this one from sigtex.com. I'll put a link at the bottom of the video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a message in the comments below or send me an email in the inbox. Until next time, keep on vaping, and I'll see you guys again soon.